CO5 assessment. Task 1. Outline the flow of conducting impact assessment. This report is a part of SUIT assessment prepared under the OSPAR Joint Assessment and Monitoring Program to evaluate the impacts of human activities in the marine environment and contribute to the Quality Status Report 2010. Some of the bases assessed lanes in the world are the OSPAR maritime area. Transport of the goods and passengers is a constantly growing activity. Although the maritime transportation is considered to be a comparatively environment-friendly means of transport, shipping has a clear impacts of the environment. The OSPAR Quality Status Report 2000 identifies shipping as a clear feature of the marine environment of the Northeast Atlantic. The purpose of this report is to evaluate the impact of shipping of the marine environment of the OSPAR maritime area and the progress made since the Quality Status Report 2000 is addressing environmental concern through international regulatory frameworks and their effectiveness. Progress on the reducing impact and their effects of the quality of the marine environment is reported specifically since 1998, the closing date for information taken into account the Quality Status of Report 2000. And as far as relevant, in relation to the 5 regions of OSPAR maritime area, the assessment focused on maritime transport, including the information of fishing vessels, including the fisheries themselves, and issue associated impact shipping can have the maritime environment. The report focuses on key impacts specific for shipping. For impacts cutting across a number of activities such as noise and marine litter or impacts of activities auxiliary to shipping, dredging for navigational purpose and dumping of the dredge material, development of ports and harbor facilities. This report relies on more detailed assessment of those specific impacts and activities undertaken by OSPAR under the Joint Assessment and Monitoring Program. The assessment is based on information collected from many different sources, including the OSPAR waterborne inputs, atmospheric and environmental monitoring programs. Information is specifically reported by OSPAR countries in support to the assessment, and internal sources. International Maritime Organization or IMO, European Community, European Monitoring and Evaluate Program, EMEP, under the Convention or Long Range Transboundary Air Pollution and the International Council for Exploration of the Sea, ICAS. In Task 2, conduct an impact assessment. The following ship operation as follows. In relation to the attainment IMO mission statement. Ship operation and bunkering. Bunkering is the most common operation carried out on board regardless of the vessel type or size. Despite this being a routine operation, disputes may arise such as those regarding the quantity or quality of the bunkers and such cases the legality. If careful planning is not implemented, the consequences of such situation can be vary of the machinery breakdowns to port state control, PSC, detention and to delay arrests and significant financial and reputational losses. As the shipping industry move toward cleaning fuels, there is the increase such PSC in detention if the bunker do not meet the required specification. The club has seen a steady increase that the number of the bunker dispute of 4 claims in 2015 to 36 cases 2018. These incidents are largely due to bunker quality or quantity, but a small number of related to alleged illegal activity. This risk assessment has been produced to assess members in avoiding such situations and mindful of the increased scrutiny that bunker are now receiving due to introduction of MARPOL Annex 6. This sample risk assessment is not exhaustive guide to bunkering operation. The content is based on the finding of the club caution analysis with expanded guidance as far practicable to encompasses the most salient points for club membership. The club would like emphasize that this risk assessment is for guidance purpose only, an imperative that operators conduct their own risk assessment based on their individual operating procedure together with any requirements of their flag states and of the local port authority. Vessels or owners, operators may apply control measures to prevent claims which may arise for such disputes. Ship operation transiting Gulf of Aden. Capacity building with stern Indian Ocean and Gulf of Aden. In 2009, the IMO convened the facilitated the DGBT meeting, which led to the adoption of the DGBT Code of Conduct DCOC by countries in around the Western Indian Ocean and Gulf of Aden. And it was adopted to address the growing problem of piracy of the coast of Somalia. Since then, through the IMO LGBT Code Trust Fund, several project activities have been designed, coordinated, and implemented by the IMO Secretariat's Project Implementation Unit to improve regional capacity to counter piracy by promoting and enhancing regional cooperation and coordination based on the four pillars: training, capacity building, legal, and information sharing. Ship operation. Entering enclosed space for inspection. Introduction in enclosed space is a space with poor or no natural ventilation which is not designed for continuous occupancy, which access is limited, and which may contain dangerous atmosphere. Enclosed space include but are not limited to cargo tanks, double bottoms, cargo pump rooms, dock kills, and ballast tanks, void spaces, peak tanks, cofferdams, chain lockers, bunker tanks, freshwater tanks, machinery internals, and any other spaces that are normally kept closed. An enclosed space may include a deck area that due to in construction and location has poor or limited access and where a dangerous atmospheric may accumulate. The hazard identified below may be present around such a deck area. IMO guidelines due to high risk associated with enclosed space entry and the number of accidents that have been occurred on board various of type of ship. IMO has issued two specific set of safety guidelines. Number 1, Assembly Resolution A 1050-27 revised recommendation for entering enclosed space aboard ship. Second, MSC 1 circulation 1400s guideline on tanks entry for tankers using nitrogen as an inerting should be followed with entering closed spaces and when inert gas nitrogen is used as an inerting medium. The guidance provide for practical application of the IMO guidelines. B. Hazard in closed space atmospheric can be hazardous due to one or combination of the following condition: oxygen deficiency, inert gas including nitrogen, presence of toxic and inflammable gases, accumulation of toxic and heavy gases at lower level within the space, or oxygen enrichment, which is the intended that personnel should enter in or work in the enclosed space. Care should be taken to create and maintain safe working condition, and it should be recognized that the condition within enclosed space by change while personnel are in the space. The use of the monitoring of personal multi-gas detector is therefore important and will help to identify any changes of condition. That would be all. Thank you.